welcome to a Gypsy's Kiss. I'm Shelley Carney.
And I'm Toby Eunice. Stick with us a couple of seconds and we'll tell you about how miserable our trip was.
Oh. And we're back, and we just got back from our trip, our boots on the ground exploration of the Cimarron area in New Mexico. We also stopped in at Pilar, and we had a great time. We took a lot of pictures. We ate a lot of great food. We got to play with the drone. We got to try out Toby's new waders, his wading, what do you call those? Gator wader things. And we did some
Osmo Plus
Osmo work with our new Toby's new Osmo, and we also did the
metal detector. Yeah, we had a lot of fun, and we wanted to let you know we're back, and we're going to be telling you more about our trip when we're here on Tuesday. So looking forward to that, right? First of all, we have to change Tuesday's schedule. We were going to talk about the other big word in the book. We're going to move that out a week.
Or the book?
No, in the book.
Oh, okay.
The book. So most of what all of what Shelley said is correct, but I think she's being polite and leaving out some of the other areas, I guess, for lack of a better way to describe it. So if you had watched our Instagram account, you would have seen that we had taken photos the whole time that we were there. And we actually talked to several people, one of them in the BLM office, one of them in the Oria Verde Visitor Center. First guy was named Steve. Visitor Center, Oria Verde Visitor Center was Riley. And then we made the mistake of talking to a park ranger in Cimarron Canyon State Park. Don't shake your table because it's going to shake that camera. And we had a great discussion with him. Of the three people that we talked to, two of them were Forrest Fenn treasure, I'd say, enthusiasts. One of them actually had interviewed Forrest Fenn and was on his blog, and we'll tell you more about that blog so that you can read. We've already read it, so you can read it as well, and you can do that on. We'll tell you more about that on Tuesday. Riley wasn't actually a fan. The guy at Oria Verde was younger, and he just thought he thought it was a hoax. He thought we were crazy, and he thought that Fenn was, should call it off before any more people died. And by the time we were finished with him, he had enough interest that we talked a lot about it, and he actually by the end of it was very open to the possibility that we were doing a fun thing, and it was reasonable, that we weren't unreasonable, crazy people. But we had a conversation with a guy and his name was Steve too. He was the forest park ranger at Cimarron Canyon. Nice guy, great guy. But I left, so we left that day. We left him that day in his office, and he was going off to do some park ranger stuff. And we were reanalyzing our situation right there. And all of a sudden he came back and he said, I had another thought. And he gave us another thought. And we thought it was pretty reasonable. Here's the problem. So from Steve, who was a really nice guy and a Forrest Fenn kind of guy, even takes calls from people about Cimarron. He said something to me that effectively sent my solution back to square one. And there was a little while there where we were driving back from Cimarron back to Taos that after our boots on the ground, that I felt like I had wasted 5 years. And so we're going to talk about that on Tuesday, and I'm going to have to eat some more humble pie, and I'm going to have to start over, I guess, and I'm going to share all of that with you on Tuesday. So it was a fun trip. We got a lot accomplished. We got a lot of footage with the drone and metal detecting and a lot of good things happened, but it was a long drive back. It was a really long drive back, and I think
through Espanola and the
and through Espanola and the Good Friday lowrider parade and
yeah.
all the things that we have to go through every year. Anyway, so I'll tell all of you guys about it, and we'll talk about it on Tuesday. We'll move the big word out, till Tuesday after next, and I guess Moby Dickens to Tuesday after next after next. So I don't know how. It's just that we need to talk about this. I need to get it off my chest, and you need to be aware that I've gotten it off my chest, I guess, for lack of a better way to describe it.
Okay.
Would you stop being so damn cheerful?
No, it's all right. It's not the end of the world. We're going to be fine. And we do want to see everybody here so we can give you the news of what we discovered when we were boots on the ground. And just like we expect everybody to be open-minded and to learn the most by going out in the field rather than just reading the book or the poem, but actually getting out there and talking to people like we did and getting to know the area. These are important things, and they are going to help you hone your solution the way it honed ours this time around. So we're going to talk more about that on Tuesday, and we're so glad that we're home and we're safe and we had a good time overall, right?
Yeah, we had a good time overall.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
I was happy to get the footage that I got.
Yeah. All right. And thanks so much for being here tonight.
So we're not gonna. We didn't do this to take any questions. We did it so that we could let you guys know in advance of Tuesday that we're changing the program for Tuesday, because we think this is pretty big stuff.
And we'll see you there Tuesday, 1:00 Mountain Daylight Time for our live analysis and chat, and we'll be giving you an update on everything we learned on this past Boots on the Ground trip. And thank you so much for checking out this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it amongst yourselves, and we'll see you on Tuesday. I'm Shelley Carney for A Gypsy's Kiss.
I'm Toby Eunice. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Bye-bye.